We could chat a little bit about how to attend events for free. I feel like I'm going to do like a whole separate video on this eventually, but I know a
Yeah,
lot of,
same.
some people in the Facebook group were commenting, that they did ground control or something like that. So I was like, all right, let's just chat about it. Cause both Aid and I have had the privilege of attending a few events in 2019, for free, in quotation marks. Nothing is ever free. It's always an exchange
Mhm.
of something, but,
Yep.
um, we could probably go down this list. I would say one way to, well, I just mentioned it. One way to do that is to actually work for the event. So whether you're medical, ground control, you're volunteering at one of the vendor booths, you're a videographer, like whatever it could be, if you have some sort of skill that you're actually working, you're obviously working the event. So I do know that some of them have like downtime where they can go walk around for an hour before they have to
Mhm.
like go back to ground control and things like that. But if you just want to attend the event so badly and you're not as much concerned about actually experiencing the whole thing as you would a fan, then I would say like maybe apply for some of those programs.
Yeah, and you also get some like insider stuff too. I feel like sometimes like when you get to
Mm-hmm.
work like for them, and it also could be like a good builder if you want to work in the festival industry or have an aspiration to.
Mm-hmm.
And the best way you can find out about those opportunities is on their website, or if you're following their social media, they'll sometimes make a call like, we're looking for volunteers. So as long as you're
Mm-hmm.
following the social media or just going on their website, sometimes it'll say like volunteer for us, work with us, stuff like that. You might just have to do a little bit of digging, but
Sure.
that's definitely and you might have an application process and everything like that. But I've heard great things from people that do ground control, or people that volunteer with vendors and stuff. And so it's definitely a good way to get a ticket that way.
Can you talk a little bit about working or going on behalf of a brand? You've had an experience with that for Electric Forest, right? With Glow Effects?
Mm, oh yeah. So for Glow Effects, well, they had just gifted it to me.
Okay.
And yeah, they gifted me a ticket for all the work that I had done with them. And I ended up just doing like a meetup one of the days. So I guess I kind of went with them in that way, that I hosted a
Got it.
meetup one of the days. But for that, I had done content like throughout the year. And so they were like, we have 2 extra tickets if you'd like to go. And I was like, oh, perfect. So
Yeah.
I already had my tickets, so I just sold my tickets on the wristband exchange, for what I got it for face value, and
Right.
then was able to do that with them, which was cool because I think that was Electric Forest 2019 that happened, where I got those tickets covered, which was really great. And that was through my own content, which was awesome.
Yep. No, I was going to say, yeah, anything like that. I wrote this down. Coachella comes to mind. I haven't gone to Coachella yet, but just as an example, I feel like half the people who are influencers go on behalf of a brand and they have
Yeah.
to post a certain amount or show up to a party or something like that. So that's obviously one way you could go for free if you're going on behalf of a brand. And again, it's an exchange for work. Aid and I fall under the category of covering an event as like a blogger or a festival vlogger, YouTuber, content creator, all of those things. You could even say like a writer, any of those like EDM news pages or websites that you guys follow. Like a lot of their writers will be sent on behalf to cover it as well. But um, yeah, I think we both did the Imagine Music Festival, like ambassador program or influencer program, whatever it was called. And that was a similar
Yeah.
thing. It was like, if you're going to come here, you have X amount of content or X amount of vlogs you have to do to cover the event. And then you get that in exchange for a VIP ticket. So that was a nice weekend that we had all together.
Yeah, that was a good time. And then what Emma was talking about is like press passes. So I think
Hmm.
you've had a press pass forever after, and I've
Hmm.
had a couple of press passes. That was through our own content, but you can also try to work with like the company she was talking about, like EDM Train or like EDM
Hmm.
Maniac, like they get press passes and stuff. You'd obviously have to connect with them and kind of show a portfolio and stuff like that. And even when you're applying for a press pass, like we fill out an application, we
Hmm.
show that we have like web traffic or that we have like YouTube traffic, stuff like that, so that they know that this is who they're getting exposed to and everything.
Hmm.
But that is definitely a route. And that I think I've gotten like 3 press passes. I was supposed to have a press pass to Buku this year, or 2020, which I was
No.
so sad about.
Yeah.
I was so excited about that. But it definitely takes time. Like I've also just like applied to press passes and then I was like
Hmm.
surprised that I got them. So you just never know.
Yep.
Obviously have to do content in exchange for it. So just be wary of that.
Yep.